Hey people, and today, you notice French cruisers coming soon. Whoops. Why am I so stupid? We're overviewing it from the wiki, and you can see the first ship, Bougainville, a tier 1 French cruiser. So, we're going to be going over the specifications that we can see so far in the wiki. So, let's start with it. So, first, main battery, 139mm or 5.6-inch guns, with a rate of fire of 7 rounds a minute. That's pretty good rate of fire. Maximum dispersion. 98. Okay, so chances of getting fired 9% because it's a tier 1 ship. See? Now for the main battery, as you can see in the picture, it's hard to see, like the main battery, you can know it's 3 guns in total, so speed 19 knots. That's pretty fast for a tier 1 ship. Average speed, as I would say. Detectability range, pretty dang good. And it's a tier 1 ship, not much about it. So now to the tier 2 Jurien de la Grave. I think that's how you pronounce it. Jurien de la Grave. Why? Gosh. Why I'm French? Just laugh at me. Jurien de la Grave. Jurien de That's French. I'm bad at this language. Jurien de la Grave. Jurien de la Gravier. Jurien de la Gravier. Okay, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I'll just call it Jurien for now. Why? I hate this language. Wait, so you see it's got these 146mm guns, or which is like bigger than 6-inch guns. So, and you see there's 8 of them and fire 6 rounds a minute. Not a good rate of fire, but Takuma again is worse. So, and there's the durability of the hulls. And the firing range. Oof. Ooh, okay, we're looking. Maximum speed, 23 knots. Just like that of the Chester. Now, anyway, to the tier 3 Frente. It's, as you probably see, it's very low armored, but it's the most modern tier 3 I've ever seen in my life. At least it's gonna be better than Katori, I can tell, cause the hit points, not that good, but, so that's, you cannot outmatch St. Louis. Seriously, you cannot outmatch Guns. Okay, anyway, so it's got 5.5. So it's got these 5.6-inch guns with a rate of fire of 8.6 rounds a minute. That's pretty dang good. Maximum HE shell damage. Doesn't... okay, there's AP. Okay, there's AP. Okay, well, they were not gonna have AP shells, but they are. So, with the Frente and the next 2 ships, I'm expecting them, with the armor, them to be invulnerable to armor-piercing shells. Their armor behaves like that as a destroyer. Armor-piercing shells just over-pierce through thin armor, making HE shells better ideas. Kind of like giant destroyers. Okay, now, what's very nice is, though, you've got torpedoes, and with the torpedoes, you see there's 4 triple torpedo launchers, so that's pretty dang imposing. I bet that'll be an unpleasant surprise for enemy battleships that approach you. In fact, not even a tier 4 battleship would be able to withstand a full salvo. Well, of course, though, they're gonna get hurt really bad. AA, not that too important. You're not gonna be seeing aircraft carriers as much. Tier 3 maneuverability, 30 knots. That's pretty good, though. Though it's better than that of Kellyden. Not as good as that as the Tenryu, but again, though the Tenryu does suffer critical damage. 11 kilometers, that looks like a large detection. It looks kind of like a mediocre detection range for a Tier 3 cruiser. I have not seen Tier 3 cruiser consume in a while. But anyway, now to the Dugier Troyan. It's basically like a more powerful version of the Frient. So you see the durability. Oh wow! With the hull. Oh wow, the hull C just because of like that incredibly poor armor. Like that. Man, that is like it's just almost as durable as that is an Omaha Hull B and Omaha Hull C or like a Murmansk. Just 100 hit points less than like these things like what I said. Anyway, so it's still has the same torpedo armament as the last ship. It basically like it's like a Svetlana. So like the gameplay feels like a Svetlana, but you've got more effective turret placement, and you've got 6.1 inch guns. That's pretty dang good. That's like stronger than that of most light cruisers that you'll encounter. Well, like except like for the Kirov, of what's 7.1 inch guns, and the maneuverability gets to 33 knots. Man, it's getting pretty good. Surface detectability range, 13.3 kilometers. Like you can see like the length of it right here, and like there's an aircraft on board. If you don't know that, go check my in-game overview version. Now time to the Emil Burton. So with Emil Burton, it's got triple turrets now, but there is a problem with torpedoes. Those, as you will see right here, the number of torpedoes is cut in half. So you're not as effective as against battleships as the previous ships, and you're low armored, you know. But the maximum speed though, 35 knots though, still you can outrun cruisers. Let's check the durability. The durability is slightly less durable than that of Dugier Troyan, the previous ship. But at least I'm expecting the guns to hit. No, they don't hit harder. I don't think these guns can hit harder. They're 6-inch guns, and the previous ship uses 6.1-inch guns. I think I'm probably gonna skip this cruiser. To be honest, by the time April comes, I'm just gonna purchase some doubloons and convert them into free experience and wait for the line to arrive. Because rider shift time. Like seriously, like the Murmansk has a rudder shift time of just 3.7 seconds. Surface detectability range. Wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. It is better than that of Dugier Troyans. And as we saw, battle levels. Fighting tier 7 ships. Wargaming, you may want to change that right now. Wargaming, I think you want to reduce the battle levels of all French crews. Wargaming, really, you need to reduce all the battle levels of Dugier Troyan and Emil Burton for just so that way they can fight ships just one tier lower. I mean, one tier higher. They really should not. See, Emil Burton should not be allowed to fight tier 7 ships because of the low armor. Oh man. And now to the Le Gasolinaire at tier 6. Now it is a light cruiser, but however, this one has real armor. This one is goodly armored. Durability, 300 more hit points than that of a Marblehead. And the torpedoes, they're only dual torpedo launchers. And the rearm is not very high. 60 seconds. I'm not so sure about this. Perhaps the high firing rate is its strength? is its main strength, probably. 8 rounds a minute, that's pretty good rate of fire for 6-inch guns. I'm not so sure about this, though. Maximum speed 31 knots. Ugh. Well, besides, though, it's all armored up now, like a real cruiser. Anyway, now it's, gosh, what are there else? Okay, came out 4 slots, and to be honest, though, the torpedo range is pretty good, 9 kilometers. To be honest, what I think perhaps the best way for this thing to fight a battleship would be to, like, stay at long range and, like, as if, like, you're burning stuff down in a Des Moines, you know, like, just, like, burn it for, like, spend, like, perhaps, deal some damage to it, and then, like, when it's got, like, around, like, it's got 4/6 of its health remaining, then it's now the good idea to attack it with torpedoes as soon as, you know, 2/6 or 4/6 of its health are remaining. You know, that's probably gonna be my strategy when I'm in this ship for battleship fighting. Now to the Tier 7 ship, Algeria. As you noticed, it is the first heavy cruiser because of these 203mm or 8-inch guns. Now, it looks long in this photo, like, and it's got 8 8-inch guns, just like the Admiral Heaper. I'm thinking its gameplay is gonna be, you know what? I know its gameplay is gonna be already similar to, like, York's gameplay. So it appears that French cruisers will have similar gameplays to their counterparts of other nations, and, like, you see the rate of fire, 5 rounds a minute, making it feel like a York. Like, it's basically like you took a York, like, you upgraded the armor belt, but then you removed 2 of the torpedo launchers, because, you know, of the torpedoes, it has 2 triple torpedo launchers, and York has twice as much as this ship does. Doesn't look that that the maximum damage, though. Perhaps their torpedoes will cause, like, a lot of flooding damage when they hit. Perhaps with torpedoes, to compensate for their drawbacks, there's gonna be, like the flooding they have higher than average flooding damage. A defense, though, I'm not so sure how the A defense is gonna be, and same maximum speed as the previous ship, and detectability range is jumping up now, because, you know, they're getting larger. And now to the Tier 8 ship, the Charles Martel. So, like, when you look at it, like, let's look at the durability. Ooh, you can upgrade the guns, that's nice. So now we got 3 triple turrets, and its durability is, like, that's pretty good durability. Let's see, like, if you, like, take a Hull B New Orleans and then put survivability expert, like, on it, like, that's, like, around how many you'll get more than 38,000 hit points. I'm expecting Charles Martel to have similar gameplay to the New Orleans, like, perhaps it's gonna feel just like a New Orleans, but except you have torpedoes on board, and the rate of fire is, you know, higher than average, too, which I can tell I'm gonna like this ship more than New Orleans. To be honest, I didn't, like, with New Orleans, dealing with destroyers, okay, but dealing with same-tier cruisers, I don't like New Orleans when it comes to dealing with same-tier cruisers. Well, except, like, for another New Orleans, like, you know, like, if I'm approaching it, you know. New Orleans, though, well, it's got thick armor, 5 inches on the armor belt, and the armor belt on this ship, 5.6 inches. Ooh, it's probably gonna feel like a powered New Orleans. A superiorized New Orleans, I think. Gosh, poor New Orleans captains. Yep. Man, if I were, like, in a ship, like, you know, like the Japanese Wiki, or I would just try to skip it bit quickly. And the torpedo armament still remains the same, like, for the rest of the preceding ships. And the maneuverability, 32.5 knots. That's half a knot faster than that of the Hipper. You know? And, they've got tight turning circles, so it looks like the rudder shift time, like, the reason I think it's that high is because they turn so fast that it's, like, hard to, like, turn back into a better position, kind of like the British cruisers. And then 13.6 kilometer detection range on the surface. Now, to the Tier 9, St. Louis. So, it's, you know, like, you probably thought, why would Wargaming name two ships the exact same name? Well, actually, the French named this. This was a French project, which was cancelled, whose construction was cancelled, just like the previous ship, the Charles Martel. Its construction was cancelled as well, if you check my in-game overview. So, like, I'm expecting it to have similar gameplay to that of the Baltimore. To be honest, I think I'm gonna like it more than the Baltimore, because, you know, I think I'm gonna like it more than the Baltimore, but durability, though, not as good as that as on Baltimore, you know, with both hulls, but then again, however, the rate of fire is higher, and you've got torpedo armament. Now, of course, not as well armored as Baltimore, you know, that's the U.S. cruisers, that's where they get the armor. Anyways, here, so still the same torpedo armament. Anyway, and to the concealment, not as good as that as on the Baltimore. And the maneuverability, 33 knots. Well, it's definitely fast. You're definitely fast, you know. Oh, but though, if it's gonna be hard to outrun in Iowa, that has the 33 knots still. But like, two ships are named St. Louis. However, the French version, it's spelled out, but on the American version, it's just ST capitalized, then dot, and then Louis. Like, if we just, you know, as we can see here, that'll take us to the Tier 3 St. Louis, but we're still overviewing the tech tree. Anyway, we're done with this thing. It looks average, but man, this is where I'm getting the excitement from. Henry IV. You know, as you see here, 240mm guns. That is, these shells are 9.5 inches in diameter. What she has is 9.5-inch guns. Man, Moskva, man, and her days of having the biggest Tier 10 cruiser guns are fading. And as soon as the French cruiser line comes, Henry IV will have the largest caliber among all Tier 10 cruisers. But of course, you know, the good old Space guns are stronger, because, you know, it has 11-inch guns, which are the same 11-inch guns from the Scharnhorst. You know, the Grofspee is a cruiser, you know, having a battleship's 11-inch guns. Okay, forget the Grofspee. We're going to talk about French ships. So, the durability, that's pretty good. That's pretty solid durability. You know, like, if you put a survivability expert on a Des Moines, you know, when the commander's retrained, and it gets slightly higher than that, I think I'm gonna enjoy this. But, like, what's really cool with the guns, though, with 9.5 inches, she's like, this is crazy. Like, the firing range itself, it was 19 kilometers. That is a crazy firing range, with only Moskva's cruiser firing range being together. However, being better, you know, the rate of fire, though, 3.5 rounds a minute. And it with a slow reload time of 17 seconds because of how powerful they are. Ugh. But the maximum speed, though, 35 knots. You're totally gonna be chasing around a Moskva. And what's also nice, torpedoes. Still, it remains the same, and the big caliber, it's gonna, I bet that this will be an unpleasant surprise for you know, battleships, aircraft carriers, and destroyers. I mean, battleships, aircraft carriers, and cruisers, because, you know, the rate of fire is slow, so it's not going to be that effective against destroyers. And I noticed though it's fast, like the Moskva, it's fast, but it's sluggish, though, with a slow turning circle radius of 840 meters. Like the AA, though, I'm just hoping, though, that the AA is going to be strong, too. Very good, though. But of course, we're not expecting the AA to outmatch a Des Moines AA, because, you know, there's already a ship that can equal Des Moines AA. The Minotaur, the Tier 10 British cruiser, which its AA is equal to Des Moines, but except though the British cruisers don't have defensive fire consumables. I'm just hoping the French cruisers will have defensive fire consumables, because we don't know how strong the AA is going to be. And I'm just hoping the AA is going to be, like, strong. Like, the AA is probably going to be equal to that of a Zhao or a Hindenburg, you know. Well, at least that's what I'm expecting. Now, the armor, now you see with the armor, of course, though, it isn't, like Hindenburg, Henry IV, it isn't as well, it's not as well armored as Des Moines, because, you know, on the Citadel armor, it's 5.6 inches, but Des Moines' armor belt is 6 inches. And turret armor, well, so, like, it's kind of like, so, like, what I'm expecting this gameplay to be is, like, if it fought out with a Des Moines, like, you know, like, in a Des Moines, you have stronger armor, but it has more powerful guns, and a higher firing range, and a faster speed to catch up to you, too, because, you know, but in Henry IV, though, the long reloading time is a problem, because then a Des Moines can just fire either nearly 3 rounds a minute, like, can fire 3 rounds a minute to you before, you know, before your guns can fire again. Well, so, like, your guns, like, Des Moines' main artillery batteries can fire 3 salvos before, Des Moines can fire 3 full salvos at you before you're ready to fire another salvo, so, well, at least up to 3, you know. Man. And though, if it fought against the Moskva, the best thing would just to do, you know, go YOLO, approach it, and then when it's too close, fire the torpedoes at it. Though, sluggishness is going to be a problem. I'm betting that this is going to be the most sluggish cruiser that I'm ever going to play in World of Warships, because I don't want to play the Moskva, because it doesn't have torpedoes. And the AA is bad. Yeah. Hopefully it's going to have surveillance radar to make, you know, destroyers go freak out and run away. Anyway, guys, I hope that was a very interesting video, and I hope that this should provide some information of when the French cruisers will come along into the game, and I hope that this will also entertain you and make you want to get to Henry IV. Speaking of that, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. So, see ya.